everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. The list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. But the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Returner decides to fair catch this. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Picks up the first, looking for more. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
This one is dropped. No one around him. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. Allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of it, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Tailback takes the handoff again.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Send the back in motion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. It's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Kicking team on now for the extra point. Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the 1st down. A well-executed option play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Catch made by the tight end. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to feel sorry for the defense. You've got everything covered. The backs, the receivers, everybody's accounted for. And here comes the tight end slipping out and taking a short pass to the end zone. Great play designed by the offensive coordinator to give the big guy a touch and get him into the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read and
decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to
convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Handoff from the shotgun.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the toss and heads left. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback. And now the backup takes a big hit on the sack.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. An inside deals now from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a 1st down.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. Here's a carry for the fullback. He's not going to get there. They come up empty and miss a chance to tie the game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Oregon offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Quick completion to the tight end.
It's a good job here to be able to catch that ball, but let's give credit to the defense for making that play.
Second down play coming up. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. And the Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards lead. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They'll feed the back again. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds his man, has the first down. That game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
On the set. Get set.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Ducks will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Oh, what a move. Tackle, but forced down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a shotgun run call. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
And great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle made after the completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Penn State offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
The Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. They get him down after the completion.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the offense will just take a knee. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions